magsimula ang laro, pakisubscribe sa aking YouTube channel, Follow Hoops Gaming, at bigyan ito ng like. Kung hindi, dudurugin kita sa laro.
They're sporting a good look as they came through the tunnel earlier. We'll see if they look that good when they take their home court shortly. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Dan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. The guard set is Giddey and White. Buzelis out there with Zach Collins. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3. And for Indiana, Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton is out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
And it's going to be the Bulls right off the tip. Giddey against Halliburton. Here's Buzelis. Good work defensively by Turner. Giddey against Halliburton. Out to the wing. Here's the 3. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the Brooklyn Nets. Back to Dosunmu. Knocked away. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Here's Mathurin, and it's thrown down hard.
The size and quickness of Mathurin is a deadly combination.
Here's White. His last outing, he had 24 points. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Turner. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
And here's White after the three-pointer from Mr. Clutch. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Three-pointer on the way. And the Pacers got another 3.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Now, here's Dosunmu. 11 points for him in that last game against San Antonio. No good, unable to end this run.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Siakam. Right wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. And he can extend the lead to double digits. For Chicago, they've gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us.
And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others, not so much. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
I think for Indiana, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think they're just starting to realize how good this team is. And look at the rookie out there facilitating for his team. Buzelis not missing the chance to make his teammates better. And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Giddey, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddy not messing around when he gets in close like that.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
Benedict in three.
Well, what's great about Kobe White is his commitment to raising his game. You look at him season to season, and he's always trying to do more.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Aaron Neesmith has checked in for the Pacers. You know, Stan, it is great to see Kobe White put it all together.
It sure is, Kevin. This guy hung in there with a great attitude. Even when he wasn't playing as much as he wanted to, he's still growing as a player, knocking down shots. His confidence is sky high. His approach will take him a long way.
I got to believe as a coach, that is incredibly satisfying to have that kind of play.
Yeah, it really is when you have a guy like that and he just keeps getting done.
Now, here is Halliburton. Still scoreless. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. No Sumu with it. Picked up by Turner. White down low. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the deep credit, did just enough to force him to clank that one.
It's good for long range. And it's 13 points for Mr. Clutch.
Well, his offense is carried, and even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And White with the stuff.
Explosive move by White, going right up to the rim.
To the middle, here's Mr. Clutch. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now here's White. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Lays it up.
And at his size, Buzelis handles the ball really well, which makes him especially effective in pick and roll.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Spurs.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
Yeah, this is the kind of game you come away thinking coulda, woulda, shoulda. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Launches a three. That's good. And Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 4 assists in the game. Time call here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Around mid-season, Stan, when you let in, and that was it.
Well, Kevin, the bulk of what you do is set, but you're always tinkering. And as people start figuring you out, you've got to have counters to what you're doing. So your system is always evolving. You're always trying to get better, and you're always doing new things.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Giddy. Pacers with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Mr. Clutch gets the puck.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Buzelis. Collins looking around. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Halliburton heading to the hoop. Here's Mr. Clutch. That ball. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Mr. Clutch has got 23 points.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
White finds Giddey. Will it go? And it's good on the layup. Giddey's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Mr. Clutch, an easy 2 points on the layup. And now it's up to 25 points for Mr. Clutch.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Kicks it out to Collins. And the three off target. Pacers leading by 18. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Siakam. Here's Mr. Clutch. And Indiana, another three.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And there's the pass to White. That's tipped. Here's Mr. Clutch. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
We're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now here's White. Pass to Dosunmu. Now Giddey. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And some changes here for the Pacers. Toppin comes in for Turner. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Halliburton. Then for the Bulls, Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Zach Collins. And Jones subbed in for Dosunmu. Now here's Jones. His last outing, 16 points for him.
And Buzelis continues to work on improving his 3-ball. When he's hitting from there, everything else becomes easier.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Basket counts.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Now here's Giddey. Neesmith covering, and Giddey gets it to go.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket. Mr. Clutch has got 30 points.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Smith outside, from past the arc. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Back to Toppin. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Passes it to Neesmith. Here's Mr. Clutch. Trying his luck from deep. Gonna go that time.
2 minutes
Outside White.
2 minutes.
Pass to Jones. It's rebounded by Indiana. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Pass to Buzelis. It's rebounded by Indiana. Mr. Clutch has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
He certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
1:04 left to play in the first quarter. Can't connect from short range. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Jones is a dependable floor general, someone you can trust to facilitate an offense and find his guys.
A shot by Nembhard, no good.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Jones, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. Indiana leading by 22. Here's Siakam. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Jones, no luck. Toppin passes to Mr. Clutch, and he lays it straight in. 32 points for Mr. Clutch.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Giddey with 1 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Even from over here, you can see
At the line
that
for the
pretty
Bulls.
clearly.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
2 shots.
That free throw missing, so both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now the pass to Mr. Clutch. For 3. That falls. Nice feed from Halliburton.
Number 7.
Halliburton's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Kobe White. Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Collins in at the 5 spot. Shot clock at 3. Dosunmu's shot is off. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. 16-point lead. And now we've got some projections on the sideline. What do you got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Nets was a man on a mission. He scored an incredible number of points, and that was his season high. He really lit it up. Just a fantastic night for him. The guy he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Outside, Ball. Pass to White. Shot to stop the run. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Ball. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Siakam. That one goes. Count it. Siakam's got 10.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Halliburton. And again, it's Indiana.
Great ball movement there.
Chicago has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. White the pass to Ball. Sweet move, and the layup is up and in. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Passes it to Halliburton. Here's Mr. Clutch. White covering. And Indiana, another 3.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he said from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
He kicks it to Ball. And it's sent back by Turner.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots. They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And Chicago has possession. The Pacers making the shot. Ball, the pass to White. Here's Buzelis, covered by Siakam. And it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Here's Dosunmu. No scoring in this one. Just 4 to shoot. The fader. That's good from Collins on the assist by White.
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
Halliburton for 3. And again, it's the Pacers for deep.
He's got a lot of ways to attack off the dribble.
Left side, Ball. Excellent defense there from Halliburton.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Tries a 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Chicago's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Pass to Buzelis. Inside, Collins. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And how about those rookies? Time now to check out the Rookie of the Year race, ranking the league's best young rookies here midway through the season. And you look at Mr. Clutch. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that number 1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
This is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
Well, no debate here. He's running away with it and looks poised for big things to come. And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
This one for 3. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist.
Number 7.
Halliburton's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. Pass to Buzelis. And again, no good by Chicago. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works for the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Ball, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Halliburton. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Well, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Ball finds Dosunmu. Now here's White. 7 points in the game. Dosunmu's shot is off.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Chicago has gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Here's Siakam. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Oh, and they made him work for it, but Siakam knows how to finish strong inside.
Here's Ball.
2 minutes
Another
remaining in
miss.
the first half.
Really hit a rough patch here. And Indiana shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Indiana moving it around. Shoots. Another shot outside for Halliburton. Here's Mr. Clutch. Here's Turner. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket.
Effort points by Turner, working hard inside, getting rewarded with some points.
Ball, the pass to Dosunmu. Outside Collins. Off target from outside.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Here's Mr. Clutch. That's good. That's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Now, here's Ball. 6 points for him. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Dosunmu. They get it again.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Great open look there. Ball's got 9.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
The pass to Mr. Clutch. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 55 points for Mr. Clutch.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And it's White missing. Out to the right wing. Puts up a 3. Good! Another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And so it's Indiana holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Mr. Clutch out there with Tyrese Halliburton, and it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Siakam passes to Mr. Clutch. He tries for 3, and again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Here's White, following the score by Miles Turner. White with another miss.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Offline with his 3.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Here's Siakam. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always try to just let the work...
Good!
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. To stop the run. Shot by Collins, no good.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
They have come out of halftime in fuego.
For Chicago, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half start. Pass to Giddey. There's the triple. And again, Chicago, no good. For Indiana, they've gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. Here's Mr. Clutch. Connects again from distance.
This parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. And again, no good by Chicago. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Collins against Turner. Good work defensively by Turner. Indiana's gotten all 4 of the 3-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's White. Got a piece of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Halliburton with it. He's picked up by White. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. From beyond the arc. And again for 3 points.
I've never seen a player this dialed in from deep.
Well, with that make, he's now Greg alone in second place for most threes in a game. You know, at this point, you have to go for the top spot, right? Trying to end the drought. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Oh, tough take by Buzelis, proving he can absorb some contact and finish on that drive.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Mr. Clutch, and he dumps it down.
Whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
White, wide open, he fires. Drills the three-pointer. White's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Got it! Another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Giddey kicks to White. Pass to Dosunmu. Releases. Can't nail the jumper.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And another one falls. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Fires for 3. They get it back. Off with the layup.
Well, his lack of offensive contribution has definitely been felt tonight. They could have used way more from him.
Another bucket.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
Well, great ability and control by White to stop and pop.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Back to Giddey. To the wing right side. Buzelis. Oh, good on the triple. And Indiana shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. And finished off by Siakam.
The numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
Dosunmu, the pass to White. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. And here are the Pacers now. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Better athletes in his draft class. Mathurin with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Giddey the pass to Collins. There's the pass to Dosunmu. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Benedict Mathurin. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen from the Pacers?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Substitution on the court.
On the wing, Jones. Pass to Williams. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Zach Collins. Patrick Williams is out there with Smith. And it's Kobe White, and it's Jones in at the one spot. Chicago has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Launches it. Again, the miss by Jones. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Pacers. Over in the corner, Shepard. Passes to Mr. Clutch. From deep. Good on the three-point shot.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Outside, Jones. White dishes to Williams. Jones looking for an opening. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Mathurin. Goes up high for that two-handed dunk.
Really good athlete. Mathurin is a huge asset in transition.
Jones with it. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of right with the right player.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And Jackson gets it to go.
You have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Kicks it out to Jones. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Here's Mr. Clutch. It's hauled in by the Bulls. White's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Jones has it in the corner. Smith with a wide open look. And nothing is falling for him right now. For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. The 3. And yet, another basket. That's 91 and
This is just flat out insane.
Here's Jones. The shot's good. Jones has got 11 in the second half.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Walker. Now Shepard, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Hey Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game? And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and though the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
Halliburton against Ball. Here's White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. The Pacers have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Here's Jackson. Can't hit that one. Smith with the defensive effort. Chicago's gone over and over to the 3-point shot in the 4th quarter. 4 of 9. Indiana's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Shoots a 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams in the post. He's covered by Halliburton.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances. He's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Pass to Buzelis. Smith scanning the floor. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. Smith hits them both. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get back to the stretch. A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Smith against Turner. Smith kicks to Williams.
2 minutes.
Smith to pass the ball. The 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And Ball, such a high IQ player. Superb at knowing when to take that triple.
Down low. Outside for Jackson. The pass to Mr. Clutch. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, White. Halliburton with the steal.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Indiana.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability. Good!
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most 3s in a game. This is a night we will never forget. Pass to Buzelis. Knocks it loose. Back to Ball. Shot clock at 6. And he makes that one.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here. Something to maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Hall with a wide open look. Misses off the left iron. And Matherin has got the ball here for Indiana. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Mr. Clutch. From downtown, connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record.
Three-point basket.
A new single-game record GA in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And the crowd letting him know they appreciate his greatness.
Now he's been nothing less than great. 3 pointers and a historic look.
I mean, he's in such a groove from out there. The defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. What a performance.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to Smith. Back to Ball. 5 on the clock. Second chance shot or the 3. Smith gets it to go on the extension from Ball.
How about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
3-pointer. Yet another bucket.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
That score moving him firmly into second place for most points in the game. So no problem for Indiana.
Ka na blowout kasi hindi ka nag-subscribe sa Follow Hoops Gaming. Mag-subscribe ka na